Today we're talking about manifesting generators. This video is going to be useful for you if you are a manifesting generator, especially a manifesting generator with the 3420 channel connecting the sacral directly to the throat, or if you are trying to understand a very speedy manifesting generator who is pulling their hair out trying to wait to respond. Now, hopefully somebody will jump in the chat in a minute and just let us know that they can see and hear me. So if that's you, please do that. Now I'm going to look at my notes here to make sure that we cover all the things that I need to talk about. So this question was asked on this video. I'll pop it up after we go live. There we go, fingers in the right spot. Why I got into tapping and why I recommend you do too. Now I'm not going to talk very much about tapping in this particular video, except to say that if you are struggling to live your design, deconditioning through tapping is a powerful way to live into your design. And I have a whole tapping playlist. I'll make sure I pop it up there afterwards. So the question that I was asked was this. I have a question about the velocity speed of the sacral response when you talked about how to integrate waiting to respond. I am personally an MG, manifesting generator, with emotional authority, and have always been a strong manifester, especially with the channel 2430, and this person also has the 57 plugged in at the bottom. So I am very curious to understand my true mechanics, but also not so comfortable to let go of this initiating power, because we are very fast and often very good at have very good ideas and solutions for everyone and everything. So what was really interesting to me is that I had a client just yesterday who also has the 34, 57, 20 channel and is a sacral manifesting generator with single definition. So my client is even faster again than this person with emotional authority who gets slowed down just a little bit by that defined solar plexus. And I realized, well, hang on, we really need a video on this one pronto. So here's what I found myself saying to this client yesterday. There is a spectrum from the very slowest configuration of generator all the way through to the very fastest manifesting generator. And while you guys are all designed to respond, because that's how the defined sacral center works, as this person pointed out, and as my very frustrated manifesting generator client yesterday was experiencing, it's like trying to plod along and wait to respond with things in your external environment can make the manifesting generator's head explode. It's like too slow. So here are some things I want you to know. When you are a manifesting generator who has the 3420 channel defined, whether you have the 57 plugged into it or the 10 plugged into it from the G center, or no extra defined gates in that integration channel or circuit, this process is very fast for you. And what I understand from observing you guys is sometimes you don't even know what you're responding to. And you're like, how can you wait to respond if you're moving so fast that you're like, was there even anything in my external reality to respond to? Was there even something that I could point out that I saw or that I heard or that I touched? Like, what is this 3D physical thing that my human senses, the 5 senses of smell, touch, taste, you know what they are, smell, taste, touch, hear or see, that some atheist down the street could also corroborate is a thing. That's how you know you're responding from a human design perspective, is that one of those 5 senses, none of the stuff internally, but those 5 senses, there's some sort of concrete evidence that you have something to respond to. But it's super tricky when you are at this end of the spectrum of moving so damn quickly that you're not even sure what it is that you respond to. So here's my hack for you guys. If it feels correct to move, then let yourself move. Let yourself take action. And If that results in doors opening and things flowing and your creative juices are flowing and you feel satisfied and things are working really well, and as you create, you get a sense of peace. I think I did a video talking about like I'm doing fingers backwards this time. I think I did a video that I'll pop up here about the manifesting generator and both experiencing the frustration, both not self-theme and signature for of both the generator and the manifestor as a manifesting generator. So if you are having that sense of satisfaction in your work, if you are having a sense of peace as you create, you probably responded to something and you're doing it right. So keep going. If, as you proceed, you find yourself tripping over things, it's unnecessarily hard, you're getting frustrated, you keep getting interrupted, you're struggling to inform people of what you're doing, it all feels hard and nothing's working, pause, reassess. As a manifesting generator, you might be working on multiple projects at a time. In fact, I hope that you are. And if something doesn't work on this one, just put your energy into the next one. And if you hit roadblocks on this one, while you wait for something to work here or something new to respond to here or here, just put your energy into the next one and put your energy into the next one. And whenever you need a rest, do that. But just keep moving through the different projects or the different things that you can put your life force energy into while you wait for something new to respond to. Okay? So this advice is very much only for the very fast manifesting generators. Manifesting generators who don't have a direct connection from the sacral to the throat, as in you don't have the 3420 channel defined, you probably are going to find it heaps easier to notice what it is that you're responding to be able to point out to somebody, I saw this sign, I saw this duckling, I overheard this conversation. You're probably going to be better if you're paying attention to what it is that you're responding to. But if you are a 3420 or anyone with extra things plugged into that 3420 defined channel as a manifesting generator, it will make you a manifesting generator. Please don't beat yourself up for the fact that you move so darn quickly. And it's okay if you can't figure out the whole waiting to respond thing. Use the not self theme and the signature as your guiding lights to show you whether or not you're doing this correctly, to show you when you're in the flow. So again, if you're feeling satisfied, peaceful, joyful, you're doing it right. And if you're feeling frustrated and blocked and angry and nothing's working, pause and just wait for something new to show up. And while you're waiting, as a manifesting generator, that almost never means sitting still. You just sit still when you're tired and you'll know because you'll want to sit still. It's never because you're waiting. You just pour your energy into the next thing. So there was one other aspect of this question that was mentioned, and that is that this person has indicated that they feel like they are a very good manifester, as in they're good at manifesting things. If we take that word out of the human design bucket and just talk about universal principles of creation, that they feel like they're very good at manifesting things very quickly. Here's what I want you to know. When you are a manifesting generator with a 3420 channel, you can move really quickly. You can speak really quickly. You can respond really quickly. You can do lots of stuff so quickly that this projector gets tired just watching you guys, right? And that's cool. That's expressing and doing and moving quickly, as long as you're reasonably healthy. The less healthy you are, the more that slows down. But often you're still faster than the rest of us, and that's okay. But this thing around manifesting quickly. So again, we're using this term manifesting as in taking your your internal desires, your thoughts, your emotions, your wants, and turning them into 3D physical form. I want a new relationship and turning that into form. I want more revenue in my business and turning that into form. I want a body that looks a particular shape and turning that into form. You get the idea. It is not just the configuration of somebody's design. I have seen projectors with truckloads of openness who are like nowhere near a speedy manifesting generator, who can manifest much faster than other manifesting generators with the 3420 channel. Here's why. For you to be able to turn something, turn a thought into a thing, when we talk about this idea of creation, manifesting, it is going to happen in a way that is an expression of your human design chart. Yes, 100%. And if you don't feel safe to get what it is that you want, if you don't feel like you deserve to have that thing you're asking for, if you have beliefs that say it's not possible for you or it's not possible in general, it doesn't matter what human design configuration you have. You're still not going to manifest it into form, okay? So please be very mindful that while as a 3420 manifesting generator, you might be able to talk fast, move fast, and respond so darn fast you don't know what you're responding to. If you happen to be somebody with this sort of configuration who is not manifesting what you want, you know that your job is to go in and decondition the parts of you that believe that it's not safe, that it's not possible, and that you don't deserve it. And of course, tapping is the way I would recommend doing that. Now, in the video description, I have a link to my one-on-one coaching options. Obviously, deconditioning is something that we can do in there, but we can also look at your individual human design chart. What are the other factors that are playing out? What is your specific definition? Where have you got, like, which channels have you got defined? And which channels in which circuits? Like, there is a lot of scope. You know, I could look at 100 different 3420 manifesting generators, and you guys could all be wildly different. Okay, so if that's something that you know you want to do, check that out. Otherwise, there is a link for all of the beginner courses. So if a lot of what I've said has sounded interesting, but it's been a bit over your head, then go and take one of the beginners courses. They're not suitable if you have managed to track along with everything that I've said in this video, because you have already probably got enough, unless you're somebody who likes to revisit the basics again and again and again, like I do, because then you pick up more and more of a solid foundation. But otherwise, feel free to ask a question in the comments if you know that I can answer a question for you in a video format where I don't need to see your individual chart. So if you have a question, any human design type, or you're one type trying to understand another type, I love answering those questions. And you know that it would be good for the entire community. And I'll see you in the next one.